I heard about the Black Self-Development Program in 2002, February. It was brought to my attention by Dina, who was interviewing people that were in a catchment area to do with a course. First I heard of it, it's called Black Self-Development, which was made for black people to learn about our history, to teach us about interview techniques, to look at our offense and the progression that we could get from that. After the interview, I put my name forward and I started it in March 2011. And it was a very good, and I feel happy and lucky enough to be given the opportunity to take the course. Since then, it has definitely turned my life around and the way I look at things. After spending 9 years in prison and doing numerous courses, for me, it was the first one that I felt was beneficial for me, as for the people who was delivering it, the way it was delivered, and for the way it made me look deeper into what led me to the decisions I made to end me in prison. It taught me a lot about my history as black people, where we came from and that, which was enlightening and inspiring. It also made me conscious that, as the mantra says, it doesn't matter what stage of your life you're at or what position you're in, it's never too late to turn your life around. It also taught me about to use the skills that I was using negatively to take them and transfer them to do something positive, hence the vocational stuff I've done, the business studies I've done, which has helped me to set goals which I believe are achievable. I always had goals in my life, but after doing this course and doing the 5-year plan, it's taught me how to break that down and see what steps I need to take to achieve that, the smaller ones, to make your goal accessible and more realistic. I'm 18 months into my 5-year plan. I've been able to go for my first parole and get that. I haven't had any nickings, no IPP, nothing violent or negative logged in my history, which I think is a testament to this course. Also, it's made me look at my family ties, see that the negative things and aspects I've looked in life, to know that I can't change the past, I can only look to the future. I'm going to do everything within my power to achieve my future and make that successful. I think this course should be taught to people in deprived areas, such as the black communities, where we're taught in schools to get an education, get a job. And my personal experience of not coming from a broken home, having a mother and father who worked 2 or 3 jobs to give me everything me and my brother needed, and we were spoilt, but I always wanted more. And seeing that they was working and seeing other aspects of life, i.e. the drug dealer on the road who's not working and getting a lot more money, we're all guilty of our environments and what we grow in and what we aspire to and who we call role models. And seeing that was wrong, and that aspect, this has enlightened me to show me that you can achieve your own businesses, you can achieve your own goals by doing it legally. And the reason why I think this should be taught in schools to younger people, because if we were taught mandatory this sort of course and taught business studies, I believe that it would produce more entrepreneurs than criminals and gangsters in our environments and our subculture, because we don't believe that is obtainable. After being in prison and being educated, I can see it's much easier to run a successful business than it is to be a successful criminal. Taking that on board, it's led me to the position where I am in life now, where I believe and know that with the education I've received, with the self-belief that's been taught to myself, that I can achieve these goals and make my family and daughter, friends and loved ones proud. I'd say the future impact it's had on me and people around me, because ever since I've done this course, it's like I'm constantly preaching to people from what I've been taught about the cycle, about being angry, and teaching them that it's not worth being, how's the best way I can put this? I was saying this, you can't beat the system, but with the right tools, education and hindsight, you can rise up within it. It's more accessible now, I believe, for black people with the stuff that's accessible, that we can rise up and achieve our goals. We don't have to be cleaners or at the bottom of the pecking field. We can be as anything you want to be is achievable in life. I believe, President Obama to Jay-Z or to people like the people who come in and teach us, everyday people that are lawyers and work in church, they are role models. And I suppose it does come hand in hand with growing up and seeing what's more important to you in life. It's give me that aspect and belief in myself that I want to be a successful businessman, and I believe I can do that. There's nothing stopping me. Before I thought that was unobtainable. I thought if I was to be legit, I'd have to be a cleaner or something like that, something that doesn't inspire me. But I know I can be a successful businessman, an entrepreneur, and from me doing that, I believe it will show people in my community, my family, and my children something to aspire to, and the next generation coming up. My message would be to any young man or any man who's in my situation: you can't change your past, you can only look to the future. And to any young child, YP, or anyone living the life of crime, don't listen to what people say. Don't believe that this is all that life has to offer you. You can be whatever you want to be, whether it be a singer, a caretaker, or a teacher. You can achieve your goals. If you was to put as much input and hard work as you do into doing something negative, into something positive, you can achieve it, and the rewards are much better. That'd be my message.